Hello, welcome to another training update for the half iron, half piece challenge. So looking back at last week, general trends really pushed the volume up with the conditioning. Strength took a hit, partly that was because of the increase in conditioning and partly still in the hole from 200 kilogram deadlift a couple of weeks ago. Didn't allow myself enough time to recover. I'll get into that later on. And yes, part of freshening things up. Some new exercises in there, I've got a few clips of that too. All in all, good week. The main target was increasing that condition volume, and that was successful. Starting with that conditioning volume, overall, as you can see here, got normal swimming, but did it with intervals. Totaled a mile, which is decent. It's getting close to the 1900, which is in the 70.2 that I got coming up. Almost 130k in a bike. That included a long 70k bike, which is the longest I've done, well, in almost a year. And running up to 60k, that was the big push here. 50k has been a big week for me recently, so getting 60 was really good. Again, temptations to push on from here, but slow and steady. It can't be big jump, big jump, big jump every week. Also taking track of how to get to these numbers. So that's 10 hours, almost 13 minutes of conditioning activity. That is up by a couple of hours on normal. So that does take its toll on the body, so I've got to be pretty careful this next week as to how I go. So that's the conditioning in general. Plan to increase it a little bit this week, but not much. So it's just back from a run, 13k to start the day. Why 13? Because it was an hour and then just rounded up distance-wise. Not rounded up by faking it, but actually doing some extra. Pretty frosty, pretty tired, front loading the week here. So we have a few more lighter days at the weekend to recover because it's a bit of a training hole right now. Yeah, job done. Time to refuel. Putting that clip into context, some earlier in the week, it was not lighter at the weekend. That's where the big bike came in, and that's where I did an extra little run to get myself to that 60k. So didn't quite stick to the plan there. Next up, the gym. Like I said, struggling for strength. It's hit and miss right now. What I should have done is really backed off after 200 and taken about a week of really freshening things up, just relaxing, enjoying it, bit more volume, bit less CNS stress with the really heavy stuff. That's not what I did, and paid the consequences for that. So now I'm being forced into freshening up a little bit. So got some new exercises in there. Well, they're not new in general, but new to my training system for the first time in a long time. Different accessory things. So last week there was that glute cable thing. They're always in there, but just playing around different styles of calf raises as well. It's not all heavy stuff. Still some of that, but it's not really pushing to that top level. Still some singles and doubles, but again, not really pushing it. So that's the gym right now. Safety bar is always in there, as well as a straight bar. I like getting a second squat in a week with the safety. Just slightly change the emphasis. You're not tempted to try and match the numbers from the other day when you're on a straight bar. And just feels really good. Whether that's doing it bilaterally, unilaterally, it just gives you a slightly different position. I find really good benefit from it. Farmer's carry's done. There they are. They never get easier. Absolutely huffing and puffing, grip gone. Back's feeling it, legs feeling it. It's what you want. 10 lengths of 7 meters each way, so 140 meters. Fast as you can, got to 5:49 today. Big improvement from last time. Yeah, job done. Obviously, you've got to fuel the Ferrari. So some good stuff in there, playing around different salmon recipes. Haggis, of course. All sorts of healthy things. Good amount of carbs in there too. And then really pushing out with the brownies. Made some brownies, really good. On those harder, heavier days, just get some more calories in. You need to treat yourself. Sometimes you need the quick sugar. You something to look forward to. You're a couple of hours into a bike ride, and you're just like, yeah, that's gonna be a nice little treat at the end, help push you through. So yeah, they're going well. Fueling the Ferrari, food is fuel, all the above. It's a general look at the last week of training. So as I said, overall, big step up in volume. Going to push up the strength a little bit more next week as well as the volume, which is going to be tough. but currently got a 2-week window where I got the opportunity for more training. So going to take advantage of that and then have a big back off week after that. The sunnier weather helps as well, just as well as mentally making it a bit easier to go outside and get those big bike rides in. And it actually helps having dry roads, etc. Go a little bit faster. But yeah, if it's just a mental thing, it's yourself doing it, and that's what it takes. You want to go outside, get some sun, so that's why you go on a run. Brilliant. Whatever gets you doing it. But anyway, thank you for listening. If you could do one thing before you go, well, two really. If you could subscribe to this YouTube channel, it's Max Dash Performance, and share it with someone. Just one person, that's all I'm asking. So thanks for listening to the end. Like I said, subscribe and share. Have a great training week.